Amid a sharp rise in US military buildup in the Gulf, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has reportedly broken a 37-year-old tradition, skipping the annual February 8 meeting with Air Force commanders, a ceremony he has attended every single year since taking office in 1989, even during the COVID-19 pandemic as per reports. The meeting is not just ceremonial. It marks the anniversary of February 8, 1979, when a group of Iranian Air Force officers pledged allegiance to Ruhollah Khomeini, helping pave the way for the fall of Pahlavi dynasty. Over the decades, the event evolved into a powerful symbol of loyalty between Iran's armed forces and its clerical leadership, with Khamenei personally presiding over it year after year. But this year was different. Instead of Khamenei, Iran's Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, Abdolrahim Mousavi, met with Army Air Force commanders on Sunday. The Supreme Leader's absence, unprecedented by the way in nearly 4 decades, has drawn attention, particularly as tensions between Tehran and Washington intensify. The United States has expanded its military presence in the region, fueling speculation about a possible US strike.
We have a big armada, we have a big fleet heading in that direction. We'll be there pretty soon. So we'll see how that works out. They want to make a deal, or as they should want to make a deal. They know the consequences if they don't.
The absence of Khamenei is being interpreted in 2 ways. First, either as a precaution to avoid exposure to potential threats, or as a sign he is deeply engaged in high-level national security deliberations. Tehran has repeatedly warned that any US attack would ignite a broader regional conflict. Iranian officials have stated if the US initiates a war this time, it would spill over across the entire region, referring to the 12-day Iran-Israel war in mid-June 2025. Even after the ceasefire, the standoff continues. Washington insists that negotiations must include Iran's missile arsenal, while Tehran says it will only discuss its nuclear program. The deadlock has triggered fresh exchanges of warnings, raising questions over whether Donald Trump could act on his threat to strike Iran. The US has already deployed the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln to the Arabian Sea at the end of January. The BBC also reported that a dozen F-15 fighter jets, an MQ-9 Reaper drone, and several A-10C Thunderbolt II ground attack aircraft have arrived at Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan. With military assets moving into position and diplomatic tensions unresolved, Khamenei's absence from a once unbreakable tradition is being closely watched not just in Tehran but across the world. This is Yashar Rai for NDTV World.